Okay, you guys asked for it. Now I am here to present Quariea, my 30-day Quariea challenge. I have to get through this because my camera keeps overheating. Maybe I'm saying the wrong things. So, Quariea is magic without the BS. This is the Josephine McCarthy. Amazing. Okay, everything that I read when I read Josephine McCarthy, I was like, yeah, this lady knows. This lady's been out there doing it. I've been out there doing it, just in a different way. And I put my mind to the test for 30 days. I also ended up buying this book, The Magic of the North Gate, because I'm obsessed with the North and directions and all that stuff. So, Quariea, if you want to dedicate yourself to magic, I believe Christianity has failed us, so we got to do something different. I think you should dedicate your life to something, and this is just as good as anything else. This is probably one of the best magical paths you can choose because it's grounded in real stuff. It's grounded in someone who's experienced these strange forces. Some of us are born exposed or aware of these strange forces around us, and it is up to us to either go crazy or to work with these powers and learn to make friends with them and to discipline your mind and body to be able to work with these things. Because a lot of what you think you're going to get, you think you're going to impose your will upon the universe, but really you have to work with it. And you have to be careful and you have to do all that stuff. So I started this by putting together a notebook. You have to document, and I chose the ARC system. You can see I've got different tabs here for my different things. And then I also, because I didn't have the print version of the book, I just got it. So I went all the way to the opening the gates ritual, and I made these little shorthand notes for myself. So you should do this too. You got to take lots of notes. You got to document everything. If you can't afford the physical book, you can just look at the Kindle version, which is very affordable, and take extensive notes. And this will just impress the stuff on yourself better. So just take good notes. And then I use this ARC notebook system, which is interchangeable. You can pull pages out and archive them, and you can put new pages in. You don't have to keep buying new notebooks. I also use a special pencil as my magic wand. I personally use this Blackwing pencil. That's my magic wand. But you can start anywhere. Start with anything. Another thing you may need to acquire, I'm not going to show it. There's a box over here. Just get a cardboard box and cover it with wrapping paper or funny pages. Get 5 candles. Get 5 pieces of white cloth. The white cloth I used was just a handkerchief. So it doesn't have to be fancy, and these were the cheapest white candles at Target that I could find. I also have my tarot cards in there in a cloth that's special to me, but I'm not going to show that because I don't want the camera to overheat. So I started, as you start, at the apprentice level with meditation. And one of the things I have to say is I've studied around this kind of stuff for many, many, many years. And so it wasn't too hard to fall into this kind of discipline. And I need more discipline. I need to become a more disciplined meditator. I'm just very wild and free about everything. And this has really given me a lot to think about. So you start off with meditating for 20 minutes a day because you're a magician, not a monk, which I appreciate. But, you know, whether it's good or bad meditation, note down your meditation. And sometimes it's mid. But sitting there for 20 minutes, even when thoughts are circling around your head, is still good meditation. So drop your judgments of your efforts and just keep making effort. And so then after visualization, I did the tarot card exercises. And I've worked with tarot a little bit. I know about tarot. I've not done a lot of spreads for myself. So this got me into doing the tarot and coming up with the words for the tarot. It was pretty easy for me. So yeah, you have to be adequate in everything. So this is about working with all the different kinds of magical concepts, and you will be you'll be drawn to some, and you won't understand others, but you still got to get through it. Because it's not about collecting books, it's about getting out there and doing it. It's about getting the guidebook and then using it for yourself. And I am at the point in my making videos sequence and my Toltec path that I'm actually thinking about I feel like the Toltec path has kind of abandoned me. And so maybe I need to just go with what's working, because I just made these videos to see if anyone's interested in playing. And someone left a comment and said, what about Quariea? And so I'm going to play. And if no Toltec warriors come up and say anything to me, it's kind of clear that I have to, discontinue my apprenticeship to the Toltec path and focus my energy into something that will take it. Because I have all this energy, all this passion and power inside me, and nowhere for it to go. And if I did decide to follow Quariea as far as I can, I wouldn't make videos about it, because this is about you. This is about the self, this is the individualized path. And there is a Reddit, a Quariea Reddit, that I've joined, but I can't participate in yet. But I would like to talk with people, and I have advice. I've been through very strange situations with powers I don't understand, and it's really kind of all the same thing. You have to, underneath it all, it is the same thing. And so you have to realize that. And so then after the tarot, you do visualization, which is pretty easy for me because I have a very vivid imagination. Gets you in trouble sometimes. You got to learn how to direct that imagination. That's your responsibility. This is about discipline. This is about meeting the power where it is, not forcing the power to do what you want. As long as you understand that, you're going to be good. So, when you approach the magical path, you have to leave fear and ambition aside. And you're entering into the unknown. And this is your guidebook to the unknown. Now, when I went into the unknown as a Toltec warrior, I just jumped into the abyss and flailed around and cried and twitched for many years until I was able to stand up and walk like a man. But this is a way of explaining it to yourself, of keeping yourself safe, of not doing it the crazy way. This is the way of discipline, and it's always going to be the way of discipline. And one of the things I saw in the Quariea subreddit was someone was asking, well, what about her out-of-print books? And I'm here to tell you, as someone experienced on the path, you're not going to buy more books. I was in that trap for a long time, thinking that I could buy more books and that I would read the right teaching and it would change me, and I'd just passively sit there and intake the information and everything would change and I'd get my way. But that's not how it works. It's not how it works. You need to buckle down and do the work and stop thinking that it's to be found in the next book, in the expensive tome, underneath the expensive. If you just have that crystal that costs $150, it'll chase away all the bad voodoo. No, you have to work with the powers in your life. And I love Josephine McCarthy, everything she says. I just kept saying, yeah, this lady knows. She's been out there. She's gotten, she's taken it on the chin. She's had her nose bloodied. She's messed up. And that's part of it. It's not a path of you becoming so great. It's a path of you taming the powers in you and controlling these forces, the forces in you to work with the forces out here. Because nothing is going to be what you expect it to be. You have this Hollywood idea of what magic is, and it's really not like that. It involves true humility, it involves grit, it involves being stuck and being lost, and all of that stuff. It's the good and the bad too. Everything's got a polarity, and you're just going to keep going through these polarities. And so here I am at a crossroads. Where are the Toltec warriors? Well, they must think. The feedback that I'm getting from just my experience of the YouTube channel is that I don't really get it. Maybe I've been just following the wrong path all along, and I need to turn and pivot and force my energy and my power and my mind into a more disciplined way of life. Because I guess I haven't been disciplined enough. Maybe I've missed the point. But I understand that this is solid, grounded, real, logical stuff. And whether you want to believe in magic or not is up to you. And I hope maybe that I've covered what you want me to cover in here. If you have any questions, or if you think you want me to say something else about this, leave a comment, because I respond to comments. I don't care that 2 people watch my videos. If one person leaves a comment and we end up having an interaction and you end up thinking, being encouraged or continuing on the path, that's great. And so if I was in the subreddit, it would just be to encourage people, to provide my point of view. But, you know, anytime you work with a group, there's always someone that says, that chick's stupid. She doesn't understand nothing. And I'm willing to stand in that truth. I really don't care. But yes, there's no point in me going through chapter by chapter and explaining it to you. You have to do the work yourself. I'm here to encourage you to do the hard work yourself, because it takes hard work. You think you're going to wiggle your fingers and get flowers coming out the first time? No. But when you do get it, it's amazing and it's awesome. And you know, you have to be, I've been at this for a long time, okay? I've been studying books for a long time. And you're not going to get it from more books or different books or the special book or that secret book or that unpublished manual that Aleister Crowley wrote. It's not there. It's in you. It's in you working with this stuff, facing the terrible yet awesome person that you are, becoming more disciplined, believing in yourself, and knowing that you can do it. And this is going to help you if you're lost. And, you know, Christianity, the big four religions have abandoned the people and have fallen into superstition and suppression of women and all of that. It's time for women to reclaim their power. Women are not acknowledged in any church. Come on now. They're just not. And so become your own church. Become your own hero. Become your own myth. That's what this is about. This is magic. It's raw and real, and it's the unknown. And, you know, just sitting at home and reading 3 more books isn't going to do it. Even though, yes, I've bought 3 more books. Oh, I also downloaded her free Tarot for the 21st Century. I'm working through that one too. I usually read 3 or 4 books at a time, just however the mood hits me. So that's really all I have to say. It's great. It's logical. You're going to be safe, but you're still going to get stuck. So, you know, if I'm accepted into the subreddit community, cool. If I'm not, cool. I'm just here to, you know, work with whatever comes up, just to work with what's here. And if there's no Toltecs here, but there's Quariea here, then I work with that. And I've got 3 months of videos to go. I've just slotted this one in. And so I'm going to be thinking about it. And like I said, I won't make videos about this. I'll make videos maybe I won't make videos at all. Maybe I'll start a new channel, and it'll just be book reviews, and I'll just do this. So if I'm in that subreddit, so my subreddit name, or my Reddit name, is the same as the channel name, Steph's Echolog. So if you see me there, say hi, be nice. I like to be nice. I'm here to just help you understand that this is all one thing, and it's all in you, and it's not in a book, but it's in a book that you have to work with. So go out there, get the book, take good notes, monitor yourself, and claim your power. Claim your power. Stop tithing to a church and claim your power and learn what's real and work with this stuff, because, you know, it's thrilling and exhilarating and terrifying and fun. And at the end of the day, absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it. So go out there and be magical people. And if I didn't explain something you want me to explain, leave a comment and I will make a video like the obedient little child that I am.